Welcome to another episode of Creative Gearbox, where we give you tutorials, reviews, city guides, and so much more. I can't wait to get started on this episode with you. All right, hello everyone and good morning. Today I wanted to go over the different types of templates that Create Studio offers. So there are different parts of Create Studio that can make your life really easy, and one of them is starting with a template. So if I go to all templates, there are a lot of different options. There's character explainers, promotional, business, local business, YouTube stuff, logos, Sting, whatever that is. Haven't gone into this one, but I guess it just shows your logos in different ways, right? Scroll stoppers and other. So say you have a business, maybe it's a local business, right? So there's this one right here. And you can choose whether or not you want it in landscape for a YouTube video type thing, a square, vertical if it's on a phone, social media type things like that, right? And you can go in, you can customize these completely. So maybe you do have a fitness program, so you want to start with this one, or maybe you just like the way it looks. You can go in, you can edit the videos, you can edit the text, you can edit the colors, you can make it your own for your own business, right? So you can go in and there's this character explainer, right? So it's already set up for vertical, and you want to take this quiz. So this guy's going to come in, and then it's going to ask you questions, and then you have time to answer it. And you can go in and you can use these for TikTok, you can use these for Instagram, you can use these for Facebook, whatever it is. And you can go in and you can click square, and it's going to change that video, and it's going to just change the format of it. You can go in, you can do the same thing, and you can make it landscape. So depending on what platform you're trying to put it on or what you're trying to use it for, you can make this work for this. And then there's like your promotional ones, right? So Black Friday Premium, you have the 2023 Black Friday deals. And it's going to show you all of the different options. And you can go in, customize all of these again. And what makes it really nice is the fact that you can go in and you can make it for every single one of these layouts, depending on what you're trying to use. So maybe you do want to put it in landscape, you also want to put it in square, and you want to also put it in vertical. So you can post it in multiple places. You can do that. So that's really nice as well. All right, so that's it for me showing you these templates. I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit one of them with you guys and show you how you can create it for your own business. All right, so I have gone in and I have placed a template in here for you guys. So I also do photography, so I just went ahead and put in this photography template because why not? And so basically one thing that I did want to say is Create Studio really gives even the most amateur video editor a shot at doing some really cool work. So a lot of times I would look at videos and I'm like, how did they get that? How did they do that? And I realized a lot of times it's premium features or different things like that. I was always trying to use Adobe, and I didn't always know how to do video editing. And this program, if you have no idea how to do video editing, it's pretty simple to follow and it's really easy. So if you're trying to get started, this is a great way to get started. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in about that. But I'm going to play this through real quick, and just so that way you can see the video and hear it. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit it for you guys. Okay, so now that you guys have watched this, basically we're going to go in and we are going to change some of the settings. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this background color. This background color is not my favorite. It's not really who I am. So I'm going to go and change it to something more like this. I've added favorites. Basically you just do that by choosing the color here and then clicking the plus sign. Another one of my favorites is this kind of green. So maybe I want to do something like that. I'll add that to my favorites as well. Okay. So basically I'm okay with it saying hello. And I'm going to have to go in and I'm going to have to change the name, right? So I'm going to click on the intro, double click on it. And I'm going to go and I'm going to select the text for this, which it looks like is probably in scene 2. All right. So the text, I'm going to change that by clicking on it, and then I'm going to put my name instead. Right, and it's still got his name in there, so it's on the other slide as well. And I'll just go ahead and capitalize my name as well. All right, and I'll go back to the intro. All right, and so it is going to be in scene 2. So if you pull here, it's going to go across and you're going to see that it switches. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click on that again. And then we are going to double click on text. And so this first one right here, which we can change the name of this to make it, sorry about that, to make it a little easier. And we'll put my name, right? And then it's going to play through and then it's going to do it again, right? So this one right here, we'll change that text and double click on it. And then I'm going to move this out of the way and I'm going to click on this now. And now it gives me access to this name, right? And then I am going to click on this and I'm going to move it back. Right, so now I'm going to go back to scene 2. And the next things that we need to change are this image right here. So we're going to double click on that. We can replace it right here as well, but we're just going to go here for now and I'm going to show you what's in here. It's all the different paths of how it moves, right? So we're going to change this and image replace. I'm going to replace it. I did not download a image of myself. So for now, I am just going to do a random photo that I've taken, I guess. I'll just do my logo. That's what I'll do. Right. So we're gonna do that. And it is obviously too big for this, so I'm gonna replace that one again. And I will do it with the square one. Oh no. Anyways, you get the point. It's not great, but we are gonna go to that, and then we're gonna go to that. Anyways, okay, so we've changed the image. We've got that. And then we can go in and we can change the number on this. So I'm gonna open the group and the number, and I could just change the amount of years, and I'll put 5. And then I'll go back to intro. And then there you go. Now I'm going to go back to the main timeline, and we have changed the intro. So now we're going to click on scene 1. So scene 1 is going to have the transition right here, and then it's gonna have creative thinking, project management, organization. So we're gonna click on that. And these are all different logos and texts that are in a group, right? So I can open this group, I can click on this image, and I can replace it if I want. I can also replace the text that I want in each single one of these, right? So I can go through and I can change that one. I can change that one. If for some reason I wanted more professional icons, or I just wanted something completely different, maybe a different color scheme, I could go in and I can change each one of these icons, right? For right now, I am okay with these. So I'm just gonna go back to timeline. And then I'm gonna go into scene 2. And I have experience with all of these as well, so I'm not worried about these. But again, you could go in and you could change them. So I will go and click replace and say that I didn't want an icon at all. I wanted that. I could do that if I wanted to, right? I could put whatever I wanted there. I'm gonna click on it again. That one, and I'm gonna click replace, and I'll click that one again, right? So I'm gonna go back. All right, so it's back to normal. So it just shows I have technical skills in Photoshop and Illustrator and Lightroom and things like that. All right, so for this one, you can go in and you could change out the photos. I'm actually gonna go back so it's on that main spot. And so I'm gonna click on scene 3, and I can go in and I can change out every single one of these photos. So I can go in and I can put my own photos. So I could do this one for the first one, and I can go to settings, and then I can go to this one, and then this one. It's super simple to switch out the photos. I have 2 left, so I will do this one, and I'll do this one, I think. And I'm just gonna go ahead and change out that one, and I'll put this one. All right, so if we watch this through, right, it's gonna go through this photo and then that one. And I don't really like this one in here, so maybe I need to make this photo fit better in here, right? Because it's very long, so maybe I don't like that photo at all. Maybe I'm gonna replace that one just because of how it has it in the scene. Images, and then I'm gonna click on this one. And I thought it would fit, but I guess not. Right, so I'll just fit it however I want to in there. There we go. This one is also not going to fit the way I want, but that's kind of expected. So I'll just bring that one down a little bit. And then this one should fit how I want, and then that one should also fit more or less how I want, right? So I can always crop it in there a little bit more if I wanted to as well. It just kind of depends, right? All right, so now I can go back to scene 3. It's easier to work with sometimes. And I'm gonna change this to say more about what my work is. Travel and adventure photographer. Goodness. All right. And then I can even make this, I can change this in here if I want to, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go in and manually change the centering of the text. So I'm gonna click on this one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bigger, and I'm going to go into word wrap, and then just make it bigger so it's easier to work with. And then this little button pops up, and we can do it this way, and then we can resize it to the size that we want. Right, and I'm just going to go ahead and center it with that, and then now it can play through and it's got all the photos. Right, so I'm going to go back to scene 3, and it's right there, and then I'm going to go back to the main timeline. All right, so we've got all of that set up, and then we've got the outro, goodness. And I'm going to click on this one. And so I can go in and I can click on this, and it's going to give me the option to go in and put in my email address, my Facebook, if I had a Facebook that I wanted to put, my phone number so people could contact me. Behance would be your photography portfolio type thing. You can use whatever you use for a portfolio. I actually use Pixieset for my photos, so I could put that there. But you can just go in and customize each one of these, and you would just do that by clicking on it and then changing it, right? Clicking on it and changing it. So to go back to the main timeline, and we can play this through. Super simple. It's something that you could easily put into a website. You could send it out to different people, things like that. And for me, this was super easy to follow. All you had to do was go in and change a couple details, and you can use the rest of it, which I really like. You can also change this music, and you can go in to the music section and completely choose something else if you wanted to. But again, I like the fact that it came with the music. It already came with the scenes laid out, with the transitions, all of that. And the background was super easy to put in there as well. So if this was helpful, hopefully you can use templates like this or this one and go in and customize it for you. If you have any questions, I know some of the different parts can get a little technical. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of figuring it out and messing around with it before you figure it out. But if you have any questions, please let me know. I will do everything that I can to help you. And thank you for watching.